Ravens and 49ers are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 54. Right, 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have two. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's flushed out right. He uncorked and got his man complete. Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Third and short, McKinnon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Go,
Jackson options out left. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Here we go. To Pittsburgh. 54. Watch the runs. It's a 6. Run it high. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Echo. Flare. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got him. That's it.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
You can't get past me.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, 49ers 7.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 39 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in.
That's on me, bro. I missed the fucking
side. Touchdown, 49ers.
I
Marquise Goodwin, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson, option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
He gonna blitz. Is he playing? I know he gonna blitz. He gonna blitz. If he go in that formation.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
That's all.
From the gun, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 2nd and inches, Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. D. Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That game almost fucking
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
They put in a fucking touchdown,
Chalk that
dog.
down as an 8-play drive.
When people play that, I read the defense. I ain't had time. They took away our left tackle, dog. They dropped him. He was a 79, bro. Dropped his ass down to like a 30, a 68, I think. And everything else was fucking. That's why people get a lot of sacks.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20.
They had me running slow.
Take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida. 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
He just had me running slow as fuck, dog.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's got a first down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson options out left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's knocked Knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got Snead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 5.6. Come on, D.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Fuck, that's on me, dog.
Down to 8 seconds now.
That's on me, bro. That's on me, bro. I seen this shit, dog. I literally seen this shit, dog. It was a goddamn sub.
Throwing again. Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
That shit was on me, dog. I seen
So
this
with
shit,
4
dog.
seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this
It's fucking
half.
butt me, dog.
So 2 quarters down.
They gave me the
2
wrong
remain.
goddamn animation.
Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach.
Plus, in the one when you fell on the floor, so I have an extra play.
Number 3.
Yeah, I could have ran Panthers and ran that bitch in for 7. That's alright.
In the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will
You
be a
got 3
touchback,
lucky
and it
fucking
comes out
touchdowns,
to the
bro.
25-yard line.
Actually, yo.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Here we go. 65. Like 80. Watch out, Pilot. 64.
On 3rd down, McKinnon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Gosh, that's fucking dope.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, a run with Green.
Good fucking defense. Let's go. Good defense, bro.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Let's come on, bro. It's hit, bro. It's good defense. Let's go. Good defense. Let's go. Good defense, bro.
In the first half,
here.
they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And now off to the
Fucking Jefferson, dog. Fucking. That's on me. Knowing that he was going to kill.
49er touchdown.
I got to take Jefferson out, bro.
Kittle, 51 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra
I gotta
point
take
by
Jefferson
McLaurin is
out.
up
Jefferson
and good.
trash.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Watch the pass. Watch the dunk. Shift. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Jackson on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they get actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
21.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And that's caught at the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Check nine.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo gives to Breida. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check. Hey, watch it. 13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
SOS. Mike's 54. Strip the ball.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson, options out left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
21.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Come on, set. Henry. Check right 54. Line 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming. Up.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left. This one complete to Ingram. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 28 yards. Complete to Marky Walt. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
I think he was watching my fucking stream.
Watson on first down.
Fuck me, bro.
Thomas, but that's intercepted.
That's on me.
Picked off at the 24.
I thought he was going all the way up.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense didn't have a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play.
He fucked me. I thought he was.
And now the offense,
Oh,
they've
man.
got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball,
Yeah, my fault, bro. That's on me.
Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Right, again, let's go. I ain't even get my playbook.
That was all right. Okay, then I say
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Don't fucking play with me, bro. Let's get it! Don't play with me, bro. We do it, dog. We really do it.
His 5th touchdown.
Don't play with me, bro. Come on.
As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well,
don't play with me, bro. Let's get it.
He just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
Nah, I gotta play fucking for real. You know bullshit. It's shit on me.
Fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
You got the Rams. Why you got X Factor?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one
Are you
across
at
the
S?
35. That's a gain of 13.
What Gurley?
First down Rams.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 43.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brissett. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get this down.
Bad users, boy. Bad users, boy. That's bad users. That's big.
With another first down as the
Good pass,
stop's
boy.
made at the Texans 35.
He supposed to be fucking. I'm gonna see can we get. I'm at Chargers can get what's the name?
So a 1st and 10
Jordan
now
James.
in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Now Brissett staying on his feet.
Good D.
But now
Let's
he's
go.
swallowed up and taken down.
Good defense, y'all.
Gotta give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brissett now.
Good defense, bro. Tighten up. Let's go.
Took a pretty good
Good
shot
fucking
as he tried
defense.
to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
In your face. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw, Brissett. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll throw again. Brissett.
I told you watch the fucking flags, dog. It's fucking pig. I told you watch the flags.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild places to be run there.
If I clicked on the
shut-up time, defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
49, check 49, check 49.
Again, it's Brissett. The quick slant caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Come on, don't get defense.
From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett for the end zone. But that's
that all, dog.
Complete. Batting that one free defensively was Ronnie Johnson. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Zerline's kick is good.
Good defense, dog.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Play great, bro.
Here we go.
Is I'm in my playbook? I think I am. I thought it wasn't. I don't think so.
The Texans
I think I'm in Ravens playbook.
For their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Tomlinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught.
Let's fucking play, boy. Let's go. We do this.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Rams 9.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Yo.
Play action now. Brissett. He's going to launch this thing. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Tomlinson. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Reset. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Texans, 1st down.
Reset. 19. 59. Let's get this.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
Strong left, strong left. Motion man, watch 12, watch 12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on second and long. Brissett got some room at the 30. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
All right. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check.
On third and one, here's Brissett. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's checking. He's checking. Crash, bro.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's right.
To throw is Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Texans 28, Rams 9. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
52 right here. Watch the pass. Check.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go, go. Back two, go, go. Two, Mike, back two. Come on, D. Jam, 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 jam. Delta, Delta. 52 is the mic right here. Yeah, Jam. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Credit the tackle to Peter Kalambayi. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 41. I know he ain't got it. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver. Able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Set. 19. Keep it up, defense.
And this is Tomlinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. 54. Watch the slant. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now a first down throw. Watson going for the deep ball. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 79 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just
get
back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game. But a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And
hey, don't start this bullshit, man, bro. Don't start this bullshit, man. Come on, bro.
Actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Johnson's got it complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
He can't hang. He's not going to give me.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Come on, set.
That's our toss.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here's Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
When you play for 12, 8, 2 minutes, 5 minutes should be good enough. 6 at least. This shit's for 7, 8 minutes. It's an hour and 30 minutes.
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
I got hold, sorry.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On second down, it's Tomlinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Good defense.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Take me up. Here we go. Mike,
Throwing. Brissett dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now he's forced out right. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Tomlinson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 76 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a gain of 34. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
the play fake. Here's Brissett. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Carter, I love your description.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I said 5 minutes quarter. Probably maybe 6 or 5. 7, 8, too much time.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Slam, slam, slam. 22, jet, over. 22, 6, jet, over. Go. Alert flare, flare, flare.
It's third and long for Brissett. He gets it to Cooks. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very solid gain of 27. Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Right here.
Brissett now completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
This game fucking over.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Really, bro?
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead. Throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Tomlinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
How long is how are you capping?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Brissett to throw on first. He finds his man Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. This is Johnson. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Yeah, he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
Safety's creeping. 36, 36.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. It's a give, running left, Tomlinson. There to make the tackle, Samson Abu.
He got 300. God damn, 325 yards rushing, dog.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining.
I even had to pass, bro. Let's go, bro. We do this. And I'm in the wrong playbook. Cooking, boy.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Why time clock? He caught time out for what?
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson.
Game over, bro. Game over, bro. Come on. Game over, boy.
Down inside the 20. 27 yards
Let's go,
there.
boy.
First down.
Come on, bro. I'm fucking playing with you,
but
bro.
it's looking good as they come up
born.
1st and 10. They go again to Tomlinson.
Nope. Yeah.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
So it's Texans football
as
we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 17, Watson is just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown,
third quarter,
Houston.
second quarter.
It's the
Let's go.
fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready? 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. You don't want this.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And now here is another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here I come again.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. A big run there by Johnson. $75 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll hand this to Tomlinson running right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Back. 29, 24.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the two-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the two-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Texans, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Post department your projects. Pain driven.
how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My true the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My true the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My doing it cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. First off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah,
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. myself, I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check.
Oh, yo, no. Dang. Yeah, I got about a week this week.